Eye so pale. Chat, I'm trying to see. There's no chat.
You know, we're kind of old, I feel, to be talking about this still. But
Welcome back to the pod.
We are talking about Descendants drama and Disney Channel couples. I feel like the love triangles are just a thing every single
really
generation of Disney.
And I live for it.
Yeah.
I love a triangle.
We're really excited for this episode. Should we jump right in, or should we do a quick recap?
Of the drama or of our week?
Of our week, just like of ourselves.
Yes, I think we can start with what just happened to us at Wendy's. That was rather infuriating, honestly, because it also reminded me of what happened to us at Best Buy.
Oh my goodness!
Like,
yes. So AI has just been infiltrating our lives in things that it does not need to be part of
at all.
Because why did we just go to Wendy's to go order?
Right.
And AI took our order.
No. It was frustrating because I'm just trying to tell you that I want a biggie bag and I want it to be a human. Like, hi, welcome back to Wendy's. I even want to hear the attitude. Like, I want to hear emotion.
Yes, because
she was so
What if
dead.
I don't know? What if I don't know?
What if you have more questions?
And I'm like, wait, okay, hold on. Never mind. Take it all back. Like, is it gonna do that? Is it gonna know what I mean? So, honestly, I was kind of annoyed by that.
Like, what if you wanted to ask, what's your favorite thing to get?
And maybe that's why they're not there anymore. I would be so annoyed if I worked. What's your favorite thing?
No, I've done fast food and like, yes, is it annoying when people are like, oh, what should I get? Like, yes, it's annoying. But what if I was in a good mood?
That's the beauty of it.
Like, if I was in a good mood, I'd be like, get the number 3 with this sauce and you mix it together and then boom. I've worked multiple fast food restaurants. Right. And to be honest, I was never in a good mood to answer that question.
Call her Trish from Austin and Alley.
No. Yeah. I mean, I could list them, but we would be here forever.
No, genuinely.
Chick-fil-A, Raising Cane's.
And the same thing happened to us at Best Buy. Honestly, we're still unsure if it was AI talking to us. I called Best Buy because one of our mics broke last stream. And this lady answered. She sounded super human, so that's why we're like...
Yeah, but not human at the same time.
Because I'm like calling her, and she's like, yes, hello, what can I help with? And I'm telling her, hi, I need a cord, a mic cord. She said, what's the name, model? I tell her.
No, tell them what she said beforehand.
So she's looking it up on her system because she needs the name and the model. She's looking it up. And while she's looking it up, it's like a waiting point. She goes, but first,
how was your day?
How was your day? But she says it so robotic.
Yeah.
It was like, but first, how was your day? And I was like, oh, it was good. How was yours? It was also good. How was your Mother's Day? And I was like, good too. Yeah, just spend time with my mom. How about you? And she goes, as did I. But like, so
what
weird.
Mother? The motherboard? Girl, please. Like,
the motherboard. Like, the data center?
Which GPU you got? I don't know. It was actually really eerie and really creepy. It was uncanny when they sound they are.
It was like that TikTok that's like, what are you saying, silly? I am
I don't
human.
know what that is. That's crazy.
It's so creepy. It's like, it was like someone talking to like a robot, and the robot's like, I am human, silly.
Have you seen this video of this mother? She bought, I think they're rolling out like humanoids that people can use at home to like assist with cleaning, cooking, whatever. She was using this robot, full, like human sized, actually taller than her. And she was telling him to help her son with a math problem or like his homework. And he wasn't getting it. Like the son wasn't getting it. And the robot was just like kind of standing there like, no, you're supposed to do this. And then she's like, no, yell at him. And he's like, but that's your job.
Oh, that's scary.
He's like, that's mean. Why would I yell? That sounds kind of mean. And she's like, so he can understand. And he's like, I don't know. It's like,
I'm like, I hate that.
I don't know.
I hate anything
really
like that.
creepy.
In what movie have you ever seen it have a happy ending where they're bringing a robot to the house to help take care of the children and the household chores?
I really don't watch horror movies.
None of them
and
have
that's the only time they use it, though. That's the only scenario you ever see, like a robot being introduced to a family home, or like a robot being in some sort of movies when it eventually does turn on you. Like, I think that is the whole point. I've never
like. There's a Disney one too that they did, and it's like about Smart House. And
yes, that's really old though. No,
I
haven't
old,
seen it,
and they've been warning us. They've been telling us.
I mean, I don't know. But we just gotta add more regulations, laws.
Somebody said AI viewers streamboo.com.
Girl, I wish.
Are we suggesting?
Can we use it? How do you use it?
After we were like so scary.
We're so against it.
Anyway, AI viewers, we can buy.
You have to buy it or it's free. Let me know. But for me personally, we got to do better with the regulations. And also, like, I never thought that I just didn't think that I would see it this soon, it taking people's jobs. I genuinely did not think it was going to be like now, like 2026. Fast food? Like, that's like where people start. That's like where you kind of like learn like how to be a worker, how to be an adult or so. Like,
my previous company that I worked for,
yes,
they told us that they were going to make our position, like our job, fully AI.
that's insane. And do you believe that AI could do it?
Not all of it. But yeah, crazy stuff.
I don't like it. And that's why we're being entertainers. Because AI can't take this. Well, it actually kind of has.
Have you seen those
With
AI
the fruit? Oh.
mukbangers?
No.
AI mukbangers.
You know what I hate? When I'm scrolling on Instagram Reels and I see someone like come up and they're dancing so fluidly. Like, it looks like human. But if you just look a little bit closer, that's not a human person. The way that it's gotten so realistic that like there's AI influencers and you go to their account, thousands of followers. Just
And they're taking videos from real influencers. They're just putting like a different like face to it.
And I also hate it when the like half of it will be a black person and half of it is a white person. I'm just like, breach for all.
Well, have you seen like that guy that made like this AI influencer, but he made her MAGA?
What?
He got so much money from that. Because he started like an OnlyFans and like it was like basically an influencer, but
it's sick. It's sick. We have to stop.
Yeah.
We need to put rules, laws, and regulations, and we need to roll this shit back. Oh,
sorry.
She struggled.
Anyway.
But yeah, so that's kind of like a little
That's what we're feeling today, guys.
No, that really did ruin my mood, though. I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all.
That was a lot.
I didn't like one bit.
Anyways, now we can talk about something on a lighter note. For some, not for all.
Oh, it's heavy.
Not for all. I want to make a disclaimer before we talk about this. Since we're talking about Descendants drama, these are kids that are younger than me. I think they're still young. They're still learning.
Yeah, 1920.
You know, everybody makes mistakes. I think in years from now, I think they're gonna look back and be like, "Oh yeah, that was pretty bad." But like, I was a kid. I didn't really.
No, but to be honest, like, yeah, they will think that, but one person has the right to still be upset.
I guess, but I don't even think she would be upset years later.
But like, I wouldn't be shocked if she was. Not like upset in the sense that like she's still like posting about it or like sending clips about it. But it's like,
I don't even think she's upset now.
You saw that clip that you showed me.
Even then, I don't think she's like that upset.
That's an upset person.
We can get into it.
But to me, that is an upset person. Introduce the characters.
We can get into that later on. But I definitely think of years from now, it's going to be the whole, and we're going to talk about this too, Miley, Selena, Nick situation where they're like, oh my God, we were babies. And it just, was crazy.
Even like Demi Lovato, Joe Jonas, and Nick.
Yeah. Which is a whole thing in its own.
Wanted Demi and Nick to be together so bad.
Really?
Was I the only one?
I thought that was weird.
Oh, why?
Because she dated his brother.
Who cares?
So I was kind of like, ugh.
Like, it was like they just clicked so much more. Like, they were besties. Like, Nick was just, like, I think what it was for me is I watched the Jonas Brothers show. Mm-hmm. So I fell in love with Nick through that.
Really? Joe was my favorite. Nick and Macy were so cute, though.
Because I feel like Joe was just, like, playing with my girl.
I really didn't care about that couple with Joe and the blonde girl.
Yeah.
But Nick and Macy, I was locked in. Nick and Macy, I was locked in.
Because when he sang to her, and I still, to this day, I will listen to that song.
The fact that she started out as a fan. I loved it.
It wasn't just a fan. She was low-key a stalker. Like, I don't know. She set the bar too high. I don't know how she turned that around. I think it was because of the blonde girl. Honestly, if she wasn't friends with the blonde girl,
she grounded her.
She kept bringing her around.
But she grounded her.
Like, she kept bringing her around. And then Macy eventually lost interest. And that's when I
love that trope. Like, I'm not going to lie. That is my dream trope.
Now that I thought about it.
No, I love it.
He saw that she was at peace. And then he's like, nah.
I don't know why.
Let me ruin that.
But I really like the whole, she liked him first, he didn't like her back, so then she gave up, and then he was like, wait, maybe I do like her.
Like, I could understand the appeal to it, but if you really sit down and you really think about it, it's like, so he didn't want you.
Never in real life, though. That never works in real life. I'd be sick.
That's what I'm talking about. Like, I just don't like it. Like, it's like, so he didn't like you?
Yeah.
And then because you didn't like him, like, what changed?
Exactly.
Like, what changed? No, I don't like it. In TV shows, yeah, it's cute.
Yeah. That's when I like it.
In
when
reality,
it's not me. When I'm not the one affected. Let's get into the facts of this before we start giving our thoughts. I have my little timeline here.
Okay.
Where we're just gonna go bullet by bullet, chime in whenever you feel like it's necessary. Yep. But let's start at the beginning. Descendants is a big film franchise, if you don't know, for Disney Channel.
The original.
They are original movies based off of books. And originally, the cast, I believe, was Dove Cameron, Sophia Carson, Boo Boo Stewart, right?
Bobo? No, Boo Boo.
Boo Boo. And Cameron Boyce.
R.I.P.
Love that man. And then,
those four.
Yeah, and then after the passing of Cameron Boyce, I think none of the actors felt comfortable continuing with the franchise, which is so valid because how are you going to do it without a core member of the group? So they decided to do a whole new cast and focus on a whole new set of
younger
people.
I was like,
younger.
They did go younger.
They went younger and they focused on like different characters. I never watched Descendants, by the way.
I think I watched the first one. Dare I say?
Yeah.
And sequels are like
hit or miss.
Such a hit or miss.
Mm-hmm.
Like, not many sequels really get to, like, The Hunger Games, scrum, delete, yum. You know what I mean? But with some of these other ones, like Descendants, you could have really left it at 1 or 2. 1, 2. I think 2. You get to 2, you wrap it up.
What even is the third one about anymore? Like, what are we talking about?
I don't know. You're dragging it on. Disney, I feel like, does that a lot when one of their when one of their movies succeeds a little bit, they're like, we're gonna keep doing this.
Mine.
And they don't stop after the original cast. They're like, and now,
guys, we can expand.
We are just gonna revamp it.
They have a cousin of a cousin.
Like, it's too much, and you lose the plot. But at the same time, though, like, they do be pumping out stars.
They do. And you know, around the time Descendants came out was around the time that I was already growing out of Disney. So for me, it was never anything that really grabbed me.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, Descendants 4 is the one that got recast with whole new characters. We have Kylie Cantrall, I believe I'm saying that right. Malia Barker, who are the new stars of this new movie, right?
And Malachi Barton.
No, he's not in it. He is not in it. Okay.
My veggie.
So Malia Barker and Kylie Cantrall are in the new movie, and honestly, they have Rita Ora playing Kylie's mom.
Stop.
If you didn't know, and Brandy playing Malia's mom.
Who's Brandy?
Oh, famous singer, huge singer.
Brandy from what?
Brandy.
What is she saying? Is she from TLC?
No. Okay, you need to stop. You need to not open that mouth. Like, just disrespectful and not even a time to think. She has popular The Boy Is Mine. That one is hers, which I think is kind of crazy. Remember Santana and Mercedes saying this?
She dated Kobe Bryant when they were younger. They went to prom together.
Yep. Well, there you go.
I know her.
Anyway, she plays her mom, and mind you, this is like extra lore.
I'm gonna assume she plays Malia's mom.
Yeah, so she's Brandy. She plays Cinderella, and she actually.
I know this movie.
Yes, she was in it.
Asian
yes, and they're both the parents.
Stop.
Both of them. They brought them back.
So Malia's supposed to be half Asian, half black.
Blasian.
Okay, but does she look Blasian? Is she Blasian?
I don't think she's Blasian.
All right, then this is a casting error.
Right.
But I think that's really cute that they brought them back together. As
I thought
parents.
that was adorable too. I thought that was.
But now it's like, what if they made a new movie about Cinderella? So but like, now we're gonna expect Malia to be the daughter.
I mean, because we already saw her like that. I don't think it's ever like that.
That's cute.
Anyways, they're in this new Descendants movie, and as they do, they're doing press for it. And in these interviews, they're talking about each other a lot. They're spending a lot of time together because they're filming a lot. And you know, you're part of this really big. You're part of the Disney giant. You know,
it's a really big movie
of the world there, and you're going to premieres together. And you really also, one side of it, you have to sell the friendship to get people to care.
Yeah,
there has to be chemistry between the stars for people to want to watch it. And they have the chemistry. Like they would talk about each other during interviews. Kylie would be like, "Yeah, she's my best friend." Like they were close.
I have seen clips.
They were close. And so then the movie comes out, it's doing great, and Disney has another popular franchise at the same time.
Which is?
Zombies.
Stop. That's where he's from, huh?
So Zombies is going on at the same time as Descendants. And like you guessed it, they made
That
like
makes so much
5 of these Zombies movies because why get rid of it? Why fix it if it's not broken?
It was really popular.
Yeah.
Did you watch? I don't think I watched Zombies.
I didn't watch it.
I think by that time I was out.
I know my cousin really loves it.
Are they a child?
She's younger, yeah. But anyway,
Zombies.
they decide to do a joint tour. Descendants and Zombies.
That's crazy.
And in this tour, there is speculation that Kylie and Malachi Barton, who is part of the Zombies cast, are dating. Nothing is ever confirmed.
Okay.
There's just a lot of pictures of them together. And keep in mind, in these pictures, they're like very touchy, like arms around her.
It's giving couple.
It's giving couple. And Malia is also
on the other side
in these pictures.
In the same photos.
And a lot of people had like thoughts, guesses. Nobody could really confirm whether something was happening or not.
They weren't confirming it.
They weren't confirming it.
Nothing was confirming that they were in a relationship.
Yes.
However, Sorry, the carbonation of my soda really got me. However, eventually, like, they are together, no?
They were together. So here's the thing. Malachi was also in Kylie's music videos, and it has now been confirmed that they were dating during this time, but it was not confirmed by Kylie or Malachi.
At no point.
It was confirmed by Kylie's friend, who had messaged a fan account and said, you guys deserve to know what's going on.
Be so for real.
So Kylie's friend messages a fan account and says, girl, Kylie has been going through it because Kylie was dating Malachi, and I have the pictures to prove it, sends a picture of Malachi and Kylie, like in a very couple position, and says she had no idea what could come next, but she handled it with integrity, and she decided to break up with Malachi towards the end of the tour because she had a feeling that he had something going on with one of his co-stars.
Oh.
Who he would do a lot of performances with.
So this is cheating.
So, not cheating, she kind of like, how it was explained by the friend was essentially like, Kylie could tell that there was some messiness that was about to go down, and she wanted to remove herself from that equation before it could get worse.
Okay.
So it was kind of like, it looks like he's playing both sides. I don't want to deal with that. I'm leaving.
Is this a cast member from Zombies as well?
Yes.
Okay. Blonde?
Right. Yes.
Right.
She's a blonde girl.
Right. I've seen
and
videos.
So Kylie's friend says this. This is the reason why Kylie and him break up. And they break up like towards the end of the tour. They're not together anymore. But Kylie and Malia are still friends. It's important to know that they're still friends throughout all of this. They're still doing a lot of TikToks together. Kylie has an EP that came out earlier that year. I want to say around May. And one of the songs is The Boy Is Yours, which is kind of interesting because Brandy was in the same movie as her, whatever. The Boy Is Yours. And in it, she talks basically about being with the guy who was taken from her, but she's kind of like, if you can take him from me, he was never mine. The boy is for the streets. One girl's trash is another girl's trash too.
Oh.
She says one girl's trash is another girl's trash too. You probably think he's going to change for you. That's cute.
Oh.
But not directed at anybody.
Lyricism.
Not directed to anybody, but it will become a very prominent song later on. So anyway, tour ends and filming for Camp Rock 3 begins.
Stop.
And Malachi is casted in Camp Rock 3. This is filmed in Vancouver, which is...
I see the connection.
Yes, which is also apparently where Malia is from.
Okay.
And we start to see a lot of behind-the-scenes pictures of Malachi with the cast, but Malia is also in these pictures.
Mind you, she's not in the movie, I'm going to assume.
She's not in the movie. She's not in the official
cast.
She's
Home.
She's home, and this is around October. It was said, if you look it up online, it is said that Kylie broke up with him in October, and then in the same month, they were seen together.
Filming.
But guys, like these timelines, like it's really hard to like verify.
Nothing's confirmed.
Nothing is really confirmed. But Malia's starting to be seen with Malachi in these cast pictures, and Malia's sister posts a picture on her story, and it's a picture of Malachi and Malia holding hands. Now,
were they walking?
Yes.
I've seen this.
So now...
I've also seen another photo of, like, they have a keychain of each other. But, like, each other.
No, they're committed.
Yeah.
They're committed.
This is gnarly. I don't like this.
So all of this happens, and Kylie is not very happy, as you would as anybody would be, because her and Malia are super close. I mean, they have a whole film franchise together.
Yeah.
And Kylie's friend starts posting TikToks, and one of them is either be locked in a room or date your best friend's ex.
Okay.
And it's like her trying to get out of the room. Like her
because she would never.
She would never.
She would never.
And then the caption is kind of like, but we know somebody that would. And Kylie comments on this, and she's kind of like laughing, poking fun at this, confirming the fact that her best friend is essentially dating her ex. Yeah. We now know, and the internet put this together, that she was referencing Malia and Malachi. I was going to say Michael and Malachi.
I struggled with Jeremiah too.
So everybody starts using the sound of "The Boy Is Yours." The one girl's trash is another girl's trash, which is kind of when I started to see a little bit about this.
I don't know if the song is necessarily about her, because songs are written so far in advance.
This came out in May. They were still friends in September, so it was definitely not about
still dating, probably.
Yeah, because they didn't break up till way later.
Yeah.
So like, it definitely wasn't about him, but people definitely used this sound to describe the situation because it just fit perfectly.
It's so fitting. Malia, girl, come to the front. Because let's talk about it. Not you. Your actions?
Yeah, guys,
I don't know.
I don't believe that these things are like tied to them as people. I'm sure that they are. Like, I think Malia, at the end of the day, like,
listen, Malia has like time to grow. Like, okay, the beautiful part about this is that they are young, and you can just use that as an explanation. But when they do break up, and they probably will eventually, because it just didn't really start off well. Like, I don't know. The relationship, it started off from a rocky area. That was like someone that dated your best friend, and so on and so forth. Anyways, eventually when they do break up, I hope that she comes to realize that that's not okay. That's not something you do. You know what I mean? Because what if it happened to you?
No.
You know, what if it happened to you? And let me say this. One black girl to another black girl, okay? Comes to the front. This really says a lot more about you, I fear, than it does about him, only because you were her best friend. If you were just a random girl, it would say something about you still, irregardless, but probably not actually. They had broken up.
Right,
if they were broken up.
Right.
If you were just another girl dating this man, nobody would bat an eye. Maybe they'd be like, oh, he moved on so fast. Where did he meet her? But it's the fact that they were so close, and the fact that she was with them. It's that.
The picture that like her friend submitted as like proof that they were dating, there's another picture of them together that day with Malia there too.
It just looks like you were always lurking and waiting.
It's like she was waiting, or like even maybe they had something in secret. I mean, we can't know, but like,
it's all just bad.
It's so bad.
Yeah,
it's so bad.
It's
and
not
honestly,
good.
I was shocked. So the reason why I was so interested in this was because a video came out recently of Kylie and Malia doing press together, because the 5th installment is coming out. And it's so, you could cut the tension with a knife. It is so awkward. They have to stand right next to each other. They have to do press with each other.
Honestly, why didn't that blonde girl just be in the middle? Why didn't she just get in the middle?
They have to, like, they did not film after all of this happened. Like, they filmed Descendants, I think, in, like, April. Like, the new movie. So they filmed it in April. Okay. So everything went down, like, later. But they're going to have to film another one. I think that in their contract, they have one more left.
That's the one.
And the fact that they even have to do press together at this point.
But that's just like the professional world. That happened with Olivia and what's his name?
Joshua Bassett.
Guys, it's just like when you date a co-star or anybody like in the immediate production, just know like whether you break up or not, like that's the risk you run, is you're gonna have to see them again. You're gonna probably be in these intimate...
But this is not a breakup. This is a friendship. And like I'm honestly like sat here thinking, what did you think was gonna like you couldn't have waited for the movie to have ended, like,
girl, but they have another one to film.
But that's what I'm saying. You couldn't have waited for everything to be done to date him, because what are you gonna do when you're in these press runs with like, you guys have to pretend to like
and everybody's just like looking at you.
It's
like
just
everybody's looking at you. Like nobody's like looking at Kylie and thinking anything. Like they're looking at her and feeling bad for her and sympathizing with her.
It's bad.
And then they're just looking at you like.
And I do feel bad. It is such a terrible situation. And you know what? She's handling it so well with face to face. Like when it comes to face to face, like she's smiling.
Which one's handling it?
She's smiling. She's trying to say hi. She even tried to say. Have you seen the video of her trying to say hi?
Yeah.
And she
just was like,
I
don't know. it's hard because don't know these people, don't really know much about them, so I'm really just like an outsider. Because from the outside, Malia looks like a nice girl.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
She's
know.
so
I don't know this girl. They're all so beautiful. They're all so gorgeous. They're also talented, and also rich. Like hashtag give me that bank account. But like, was nobody giving her advice? Like, was nobody? And here's my thing. Like, I understand it. Like, she probably has friends that are like, it's not your fault that you guys have this connection. Like, that's probably like the same thing I would do with my friend. But I think somebody should have called it out and been like, this is gonna look really bad, because it is. It doesn't just look bad. It's just bad. At
least from any mutual friend that they have, like, you cannot do this to her. Like, if they have any mutual friends.
Yeah, I would have been like, I know you have feelings for him, but you're going to have to find somebody else. Mm-hmm. For, like, 8 billion people in this world, why him? Mm-hmm. Why did it have to be him? Mm-hmm. Like, I get it. He's conventionally attractive. They probably drew some connection, like, when they were in Vancouver.
Maybe it was a thing of, like, she also liked him, but maybe, like, she was, like, dibs or something.
But once they started dating, that's when it's, like...
You can't. I feel like once your friend is with a guy, like, you automatically reset and it's like, never.
It's just, it can't happen. It really can't. Maybe, like, in their adulthood, later on down the years, I don't
When it's not,
know,
like...
when Kylie doesn't care anymore, but it just, like, I felt like it was fresh. Like, they just gotta... Especially because she ended the relationship from rumors because she thought he was drawing another connection somewhere else. So maybe she didn't even really want to end it
because she just didn't like him
anymore.
Yeah,
like
she was just trying to be
maybe she still
mature.
had lingering feelings, and you're here, my best friend. Imagine, I don't know if this has happened, but I would imagine that she had conversations with Malia. I would imagine that she confided.
I mean, if they're going on this tour together,
and then, like, hey, I don't know, I'm not feeling comfortable with some of his actions. Yeah. Like, I really still like. I don't know. Again, all of this in my head.
What, really?
Nothing confirmed. I would think though, this is how it would go down. Like, if you're my best friend, like, and I'm spending so much time with you or filming, like, I'm gonna bring up the fact that my man is being slimy.
And you know, so there's also the other side of people who think that the reason why Malia doesn't even want to say hi to her, because to me, I'm like, girl, like, you cannot be acting like the one that's mad, right? But a lot of people say that she's probably really annoyed because it's like, you're kind of talking to the internet about what's going on and it's directing a lot of hate to me. And again, nobody on the internet is normal.
Oh,
nobody on the internet is normal.
Including
so of course,
us.
Like, I'm sure the hate is bad as well. But again, like, there's just like, why are you acting like you're mad?
Like, let's look at a scenario in which maybe Kylie is, maybe Malia does have a reason to be mad. Like, what situation could it be? The
situation is just basically that, first of all, her friends are feeding information to the public.
Yeah.
And she's defending them. She's saying, please don't send any death threats. But people are upset because they're like, why aren't you doing the same for everybody else? I mean, you don't have to like what they did, but why aren't you saying, please stop the death threats to everybody else? That's like one reason why people think that. Another reason is because, you know, she keeps poking fun at it in the internet, which directs more attention to it. And people don't think it's mature. But does she have to be mature about this? I think definitely people are really pissed off at her friend. So one of her friends, like the one that posted the TikTok, like, stay in a room or like...
And that was actually a question I was going to ask. He's like, how do you feel? Because like there's multiple instances where like friends of influencers or friends of celebrities...
Make the matter worse?
Not necessarily make it worse, but they go to the press first, or they speak on behalf of their friends. And I feel like, though the intentions are probably pure, I don't know if it's necessary. Period. I don't know. I think you're defending your friend, but it's like,
I think in this case, I think they got approval.
I was gonna say the fact that like Kylie's like commenting on it, liking it, reposting it, probably. Yes, but my question is like, how do you like? What's your personal opinion like when friends do that? Do you think it's just like dependent upon like if they get permission, then it's totally fine? I just feel like it's unnecessary. I don't know. I just feel like
if they check in with me and I'm like, yeah, that's fine, then yeah, sure, go ahead.
I just feel like I wouldn't give permission to it. I just don't think it's necessary. Like, let the people that are involved speak on it. But it's like, I get it. You're trying to defend your friend. I always just feel like, though, it just makes everything worse for everybody involved. It makes it worse,
and they just have... I mean, these are like Disney Channel kids. They have a lot of people watching. and they have a lot of people that get very invested. And I think that's where it gets very slippery.
Yeah.
I mean, if you were like in freaking Minnesota and like we're random kids in high school, like nobody would bat an eye.
People do that. It's just like when it's these big, when you know it's going to draw attention and you're just poking at it. I just don't think it's necessary.
For the friends to get involved.
Yeah.
I think the people involved, talk about it all you want.
Obviously, yeah. I'm never a fan. I think a friend coming on to just defend the celebrity.
Right.
Sure. But it's like when you're adding fuel to the fire, sometimes, though well-intended, it just makes it worse. Because now you're giving people more things to convolute, put together, try and piece it together, and be like, yeah, well, her friend, especially because you're her friend, now your word has more weight to it. Now it's not just like, well, I saw it on the internet. It's like, no, her friend posted it, therefore this happened.
Yeah.
Like, this is fact. This is truth.
This is coming from the source.
Let's go preach.
What I'm kind of shocked about is like how Disney has not had a tighter leash on this. How they have K-pop. How they have not banned workplace relationships.
They can't. I mean, they can, but it's not
like. How many times have we seen this? We saw this with Lindsay Lohan, Aaron Carter, and not Lizzie McGuire. Hilary Duff.
I see what you're trying to say.
Oops. And they had it with Miley, Nick, and Selena, which is a whole thing in of its own.
Nick, and
but these are, and Joshua Bassett, Olivia, and Sabrina. But these things are so different because all of the girls that started dating the guy after this were not really friends with the initial girl, right? They were never like
Selena. Yeah, they were never per se best friends.
So Miley and Selena,
I don't know if they were ever that close.
They were, I would say, co-workers because Selena was on the Hannah Montana show as like a guest star. And it's so funny because they're fighting over Jake Ryan.
But if you think about it, Disney itself promotes within its shows triangles.
Yeah, all the time.
Girl Meets World, triangle.
Oh my God, yeah.
Selena and Miley and that blonde man, triangle. So, and also I don't think Disney will ban it because whether we like it or not, this brings so many more eyes to Descendants. It brings them in, like, it brings attention to whatever is being promoted or whatever work that these actors are in. And why would you stop that?
No,
that's free.
I think it breaks the image that you have of it. Because now I'm not going to believe that they're friends. Like, I'm not going to believe that they're doing this whole friendship thing on
they're going to keep trying to sell you that, but
it's not believable on screen anymore. Is what I'm saying.
Girl, it's not. These kids don't care. The target audience of Descendants, I don't think are keeping up.
Are you kidding me? These kids do not exist just watching television. These newer generation kids are on their phones on TikTok and watching streamers.
But I don't know if they're analyzing it to the degree that like we would be analyzing. But like, I just don't believe this online performance.
But it's so simple. It's so simple that it's like, I know they're not friends in real life. Why? Because I have a fan account of them. I'm telling you.
I don't agree. I think they would believe a performance on the screen. They could be aware of the drama off screen and believe it.
I think you're confusing it because you're like, nobody's analyzing. It's not even analyzing. It's literally kids are watching these movies, these shows. They're making fan accounts of these people and they're keeping up with their lives. They're looking at their Instagrams. They're looking at everything. So they know what's going on. When I was younger, I knew about the whole Miley Selena drama.
And so when you saw them on the screen, you're like...
This happened way after that, though.
But my thing is, what I'm saying is like...
When I saw them on the Teen Choice Awards and Miley was singing and she goes up to Selena, I thought that was crazy. Because I was like, Nick... What's going on with Nick?
Like, you know these things, like you're aware of it. But like, if you saw when you would see them on screen, you would be like,
they've never.
You only see Miley and Selena. You don't see Hannah and
you see them for what they are because you become a fan of them. They're not watching Descendants and not being like, oh my God. They're literally not going to be like her character is called Red. They're watching this and they're literally.
Is that?
Oh my goodness.
Okay, you can just throw something at me too, like damn.
What is this name? Right.
I don't know, but like, it could be like, you know, like anyway, Bella, who did your hair?
Anyway, I think.
Come on now, right.
I think in recent times, because they have so much
You're
access
cold, baby. Stop.
to people's lives.
Yeah.
They're not just gonna watch these films and not think of the person behind them. I think it overshadows it.
I don't agree.
And they
I don't agree. I think Disney loves the drama that most of its actors bring. That's why it never speaks on it. It never promotes or disengages from it. They love it. Like,
but they're the main characters.
Is good attention.
They're the main characters,
That's
and they're
point.
gonna. But it's not just about the movie. They're selling merch. They're selling so much, and they're gonna have
people are gonna have each side, so it sells even more. It's like, I'm gonna get Kylie
they're selling
shirt.
you friendship. They're not selling you.
They're selling you
that.
actors.
Exactly. They're selling you the acting
and that's all that matters.
and the real life.
And that's all that matters. Anywho, for me personally, Malia, I really hope that you grow from this.
Somebody asked Isabella who did your hair.
Thank
Who
you.
did your
It was
hair?
me. It did take hours and eons and centuries. Thank you, though. Thank you.
Period.
Thank you to our commenter. Can you gift us too while you're at it? What?
Anyway, to me, it's like there's been so many instances of this. I'm so shocked that
I love it. Every single time I eat it up.
I really eat it up too. The drama.
Which
is
one's your
crazy.
favorite, though?
My favorite is
My favorite
Nick,
triangle.
Miley, and Selena because they all had to get on set together
You're
and
sick.
do "Send It On."
On and on. Yeah, put a clip of that in there.
Just one
I loved that song.
spark starts.
And
together.
I obviously, like, Demi and Nick will never get together because they're both happily married and one with a child. But in another universe, I'd like to.
Miley and Nick.
I said Demi.
Oh,
Demi and Nick.
what? The fact that he dated all of them.
He was a cutie.
Girl, you know how like they say like what
He
were the
was a
Disney Channel
cutie.
games like for you? And Nick Jonas said it was like Love Island, and nobody else agreed with it.
No, because
They're like,
he
maybe-
had his pick. And it's crazy because it's like, okay, you started with Miley, then you went to Selena. Like, nobody stopped him from getting to, like...
It's so funny. They're like, maybe if you're Nick Jonas, it feels like Love Island, but for the rest of us, it was not that.
hard. Nick was a cutie. I liked Nick. And I think a lot of that had to do with the show.
Just kidding. He was cute.
I didn't know about the Jonas Brothers until I saw them on the show.
I was such a big fan of the Jonas Brothers.
And then when they went to LA,
I had all their
I
albums.
loved when they went to LA. That's my favorite.
Yeah, they made me want to drive.
Nick was fine. But they had so much, ¿cómo se dice? Like, no parent. Like, no parent
No
presence.
guidance.
Like, they just, you had a mansion, and all they had was that bodyguard. I think. Like, no,
on the show, you mean?
Never saw a parent parenting
I
them.
cannot tell you what a single episode was about. I watched this so long and it was
doesn't
so
matter.
little. It was like 4 episodes long.
And then when China Anne McClain, I remember when she was, honestly don't remember much about her character or her presence, except for when Nick was singing and serenading to my girl Macy, and she was like in the background like, yeah. And I was like, yeah.
You know which one was my favorite? When he like sings to Bridget Mendler and like the first.
No, I love that song, Love Bug. Love Bug. No?
It's not Love Bug, girl.
Yeah, it is.
You know he wrote that about Miley.
I
though?
can't. No, he sings Love Bug about Bridget.
No, I'm saying like that song was about like Love Bug again.
But yeah, but they sing it in the show to
But
Bridget.
I'm just telling you that like, it was written about Miley. Did you know, like for real?
I think of all of the girls that he dated, he probably liked Miley the most.
I just think that the way their relationship started is
7 things I hate
so.
about you.
It's so like childhood.
How did it start?
It started so Zach and Vanessa introduced them. Zach Efron and Vanessa Hudgens introduced.
And I have something to say about Zach, but that's on the next episode.
Right. And I'm going to be mad about that for sure. Anyway, they introduced them. And Nick had a crush on Miley because everybody knew Miley.
Everybody had a crush on Miley.
And they met that day. They hung out and he asked her to be his girlfriend that same day. And what really
my
bonded them
God.
was he asked her, "Are you religious?" And she said she was a hardcore Christian.
Remember when they had the purity rings?
The purity rings.
When did they lose that?
When they lost. No, they had it even after like they lost
Oh,
it. Joe was like, I lost it and I still wore it.
Because you have an appearance to maintain.
Right. Disney really used to care about that.
The purity ring?
Yeah.
Did everybody have the purity ring?
Like Selena had it, Miley had
Selena
it.
had a purity ring?
Demi had it.
That's actually kind of sick. I don't like them making the... I
Selena?
thought it was a personal choice that the Jonas Brothers
No,
wore.
Selena had it and she was like, I made a promise to God, I made a promise to my family, and I made a promise to myself, and I'm gonna wait till marriage.
Girl, please. Justin entered that house and she...
I was gonna say.
folded like a pretzel.
Right, as anybody would.
Folded, ironed, and starch delivered.
As anybody would.
Girl, no. I honestly found it weird because, like, she was 2 years older than him, and I do fear that they started dating like when she was like 18 and he was 16. Did nobody find that weird?
You thought that was weird? That's a 2-year age gap.
It's not the 2 year, it's the stage in which it happened. She was like 18 and he just looked like a baby.
Really?
And she,
I'm like, am I like crazy? I genuinely would be like,
it looked so odd to me. Like, I never understood. No, hey, Jelena's, don't come after me, please. I was right there with you guys.
Turn your bits on. What does that mean? Okay.
Anyways, we can figure this out another time. Yeah. But, I don't know. To me, personally, I always did kind of find it weird that, like, she was 18 and he was 16. But, hey, everybody ignored that fact, so I did, too. At the time. I was like, so nobody... Really? No, but, go back and look at the photos of like their early times of dating,
girl.
And
who do you think you're talking to?
Girl, please. And I don't know. I always was just like, oh, so like he does look like a baby, and she doesn't.
Well, she was like, that's my little brother, and then when they started dating, he got that haircut,
and that was not little brother.
He went from little brother to
no baby. Like he still had that baby swinging.
Right when they first met, but then he got a little haircut. He got it a little.
No, it was like this
when he got the first haircut.
With a little bowl.
When he got rid of it.
No,
when he
but
got rid of the Bieber flip.
Like way before that. I don't know. But I was a Selena Gomez and Justin Bieber. Actually, let me not even pretend. I honestly I was never into like.
Either? Selena was my favorite.
No, I was never into like shipping. Like I was never big into shipping couples or anything except for when I really wanted Demi Lovato and Nick Jonas to date. So it's not that I wasn't a Jelena stan. I just wasn't a stan. I never stood on anything. I was very much so late.
I was such a big Selena fan. Like out of all the Disney girls,
stop it. I was a
Selena Gomez.
Wait, and that's why Selena I told you you're the Selena to my Demi because I think I was a Demi fan.
I think when the whole thing with Nick started for Selena is when the whole demise between Demi and Selena started to
broke my heart. But they had a banger song from that movie that they did.
Did you know also part of the drama was that Selena and Demi would make videos together and Miley and her grown friend Mandy were like mocking them.
And who the heck is Mandy?
This like literally like this girl who was like her backup dancer that was like 21 years old getting into like 16-year-old drama.
Well, you have to stay relevant in today's world.
I mean, but like the way that they talk about it, like Demi and Selena, the way that they talk about it, I hope the way they talk about it now is like so like guys, like that was so high school. It was so sweet, but just like so dramatic for no reason.
I hate it. I remember I used to watch. Okay, we've gone so off topic. We have to end this soon. But I remember when their friendship did end, and then I would see videos of people. It would start with like lots of videos of and pictures of Selena and Demi and like them literally growing up together because they were on Barney together.
Right.
And then boom, Selena and Taylor getting closer. And I do fear that might have impacted how I viewed Taylor because I was like, you just took my girls away from each other.
But did you know that Demi and Taylor were really close too?
No, I did not know this.
Mm-hmm.
All I knew is that, and then Selena and Taylor got together, and I was like, I don't like this. I don't like this because it's not how it's supposed to be.
When they asked Demi how Selena, and she said, ask Taylor.
Me. Because ask Taylor, because why are you asking me? Don't. Anyways, but those videos really were my childhood.
And Demi was dating Joe, and then Taylor started dating Joe, and then Selena started dating Nick, and they said that the best thing they got out of those relationships was their friendship because Selena and Taylor became friends because they were dating the Jonas Brothers. Really interesting.
At the end of the day, they just like to share each other. All of them.
It's like that popular friend group in your high school.
And then Taylor used that one guy from the Hannah Montana movie that was dating Hannah Montana in the movie.
Oh,
and then she used him in the "You Belong With Me."
That is true.
But he did date Miley.
Everything is so full circle.
They literally did date.
Everything is so full circle.
They all stole from each other, and that's why they can't be mad at each other.
Yeah.
The only victim here is Demi Lovato.
Not even Kylie anymore. We're so far.
I'm like the only victim. I stand Demi Lovato to the day I die.
Really?
I love Demi. It's because I think I look like her.
I love Demi. I love Selena. I love Miley. Like, I feel like the things that they went through were so unique to them, and they went through a lot. And I love Taylor too. Anyway, I think overall, they're definitely going to look back at this and be like, oh my goodness, and realize that the friendship is always more important than the relationship, because this man, the destruction that he has caused, and
I
don't even want to get into him.
Because why don't we get into that? but we can't. But a man is never worth it, and Malia's gonna come to realize that. I don't know if the friendship can ever be what it was.
Definitely.
Before.
But I think Kylie, I think even now she's probably like, whatever at this point. Like, whatever. And she did make a reference to their friendship. I feel like she really had to grieve that friendship more than that relationship.
Yeah. Well, it's because it's like
that was like
girl,
bestie.
it's like if you took my Mia.
She like has a little reference in her new music video, Carrie Bradshaw, and it says Glass Hearts, which apparently is like the ship name for her and Malia, but in Descendants. She has like a little poster that says Glass Hearts, and it's like in the
But also like some of it could just be marketing. If you know, like she knows like people are gonna.
I think she's doing both. For sure.
Obviously, like I would grieve the friendship too, but at this stage, I would still be in my I'm butthurt, and I am so.
Well,
betrayed.
she liked a video apparently,
so I would still be in my butthurt. Like at some point, she'll get over it and she'll reminisce. But
she liked a video saying that her like from an old life where she said that her and Malia were like told to stop kissing so much because they were supposed to hate each other in the movie, and they were just
kissing.
Yeah, she said
on the mouth.
I don't know.
Why can't that be us?
Never gonna be us.
All right.
But she did like something of that, so people are like, she's like really upset about everything.
Well, why wouldn't you?
It's so sad.
Come on.
It's really sad.
I don't know.
I'd be very upset.
But also at the same time, they're like, what a story, hey?
What a story.
That is a dead horse I would beat.
What a topic to have before you start your album.
No, like this is something every time I'm bored and if I'm in a room and it's kind of silent, I'm like, so my best friend took like, let me tell you about this one time this girl took my ex. Like this is a great story. Like anytime there's silence, girl, just use that story. So many songs you can write about it. So many perspectives you can write about it. You can even try to write it from his perspective and be like, I was too good for you, so you went lower. Oh, but that's a dig though.
What?
I was too high, so you decided to climb down. Beauty too much. You decided
this is why you can't be on for too long.
Beauty too much. You decided to go for a clown. But I'm not coming from Malia. I'm just trying to rhyme. Okay, everybody knows Malia's face card eats. So
right.
I'm not. But yeah, that's the point.
Anyway, I have to say that
you lost me. People
I don't know what
me.
happened there. What happened there? But yeah, that was the entire drama. That was I was captivated by the TikToks of them at the same press, at the same like carpet because they walked a carpet together, and I was like, ooh, that's tough.
You couldn't do it?
Never. Yeah, I mean, I'd do it if I had. I mean, she's contractually obligated to, so. But I would definitely be like, I make it a big deal. Oh my God, stop! She's rubbing my foot. Anyway, so if you're on Twitch, we will be back in like 5 minutes to start our next live. And if you're on YouTube and Spotify, thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for watching. We have a lot of other great videos planned, and yeah, thank you. Make sure to follow us and to subscribe and like. Thanks. Bye.
Rawr.